They sold you a bridge, they fed you lies. You always confuse your servants for friends, but you couldn't see how it is. It's all or nothing to you. What did you do to my eyes? What did you say to my only child? Promised you love, but you lied. You better slow down, baby, soon. It's all or nothing to you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. It's little over 9 a.m., so we will slowly start. I do not see any big group waiting outside, so we are good. How are you feeling for your first day? Good? All right, that's good. I think it's because of the beer and wine of yesterday, you know? That's what we like here. Perfect. Before I'll give my word to Tina, because it's third day, and we all should be all ready. Good working team, we're going to try how good we actually are. We're going to do super easy game that I play with the children at the summer camp where I do a leader. And we do it with 80 children. So here it should be about the same number of participants. We will do, it's called silent counting. And we need our team together to count to 10. But there is the catch. Only one person at a time can say the number from 1 to 10. If 2 or more people say the number at the same time, we have to recount from 0. Everybody get the rules? Do you get the rules? No? So we start at 0 to 10. And for example, I say 1. Somebody else have to say 2. 3 from the other. And if 2 people at the same time say 2 or 3, we have to go from 0. So we will see how fast we can actually get this done. I hope within 1 minute. So I will leave it up to you. Somebody has to start with number 1. 2 people at the same time? We have to go again.
1.
Oh, 2 people. Once again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Oh, 3 people. Once again.
1,
2 people at the same time?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2 people! Okay, give it one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
2 people at the same time. 9 and 9. All right, one more time.
1, 2.
Once again. We are at the 1 minute mark. All right, once more. 1 minute, 10 seconds. All right, we start again. Come on, team. I believe you need 1 minute, 30 seconds. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2 people. All right, one last time. I believe in you, and then we will do it just for 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7,
All right. Good job. We got to 9. That's not bad at all. Just 3 days, so that's all right. But still good job. And now we go with the Tina. We can start with the presentation. And I'll tell you more after the coffee break what we'll do afternoon. So far we will do the presentation here. And. You got your presentation at the Google Drive?
Yep, it's this one, yeah.
Which one first? Second or second?
This one, PowerPoint.
Yes. Here we go. No, this one is the one that we have. So I will just, right, okay. And now it should work. This one is not the one.
Nope.
Why does it keep coming back? Okay. Landscape. It's called landscape presentation.
Design thinking.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Finally.
Yep.
Here we go. Perfect. Great.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Today's session is titled Design Thinking for Sustainable Farming. Has anyone heard of the concept design thinking? Does anyone have any idea what this is? Awesome. Means you'll learn something new today. This is what the session is going to look like. In the first part, I'm going to explain the concept of design thinking and why it can be useful for agribusinesses and also consultants. Basically, it can be used in any kind of profession or for any kind of activity, for any kind of business. But we'll focus on the field of agribusinesses and agribusiness consultants. And we'll also look at some of the examples of using design thinking in sustainable agribusiness or sustainable agriculture. I'm going to explain what a SWOT analysis is, even though yesterday I found out that some of you already know, especially the people who own a business, because you've had to perform the SWOT analysis before. And then I'm going to give you an example of an exercise, how to do the SWOT analysis of a hypothetical business, and also how to do the design thinking process to come up with solutions. And in part 2, we're going to have a group activity. This is where I will ask the volunteers that I picked yesterday to come and help me, and you will be group leaders, and we will try to analyze your business using the SWOT analysis and design thinking. So, what even is design thinking? First of all, it's important to note that design thinking focuses on the human experience. It is a human-centered and also creative approach to analyzing your business, to problem solving, and consequently, of course, innovation. It focuses on people's needs, it focuses on their experiences, their wishes, their desires, and also challenges, problems that people face. Design thinking works best when we work as a team, when you have a bunch of people working with you, because one of the stages of design thinking is to come up with ideas, like some sort of brainstorming. And so if you have more people, you can have a variety of different ideas. So it's a good idea to have a team, a design thinking team to work on the project or on the analysis. And you can use design thinking to work with your business partners or with your family members if you're working together in a business. Employees, different experts, professionals, and so on. It offers us new ways of looking at ideas, and one of the key elements of design thinking is that it encourages you to keep improving your ideas, keep coming back to the ideas that you've already generated. Think about if you've missed something. Think about if you can improve something that you've already written down. This is an important part of design thinking. So basically, design thinking means thinking like a designer, thinking about the people, the consumers, the users, and think about what they want, think about the market, what the market needs are, and think about how you can design your product, what you can offer to meet those needs. So the process is divided into several stages. The first stage, as you can see, is empathize. So like we said, because it is a human-centered approach, you have to focus on people's experiences, which means, for example, if you're a farmer and you want to know what the trends are, you want to know what the demand is, you want to know what people want from you, you can go talk to people, conduct surveys, conduct interviews, gather feedback. It's important to communicate with the users, with your customers, with your consumers, right? You want to know what people are looking for. And then you have to think about if their needs also meet with your needs and what you can do to improve their experience and to also stay true to your own vision. So once you've gathered all the feedback, you enter stage 2, which is define. And that basically means defining the problems, the key challenges that you identified in stage 1, where you empathized. And you have to articulate those problems, maybe create statements so that it is very clear what these problems actually are. You're not looking for solutions yet at this stage. Then we have ideate. Now this is where you start coming up with solutions. You start generating ideas. The brainstorming begins. And it's important to note that this stage welcomes all ideas. It doesn't matter how bad they are, if you think they're bad, if you think that they're insane, if you think that they are impossible, it doesn't matter. Generate as many ideas as you can, because maybe during the later stages, the idea that you picked, that you thought was a really good one, doesn't work. And then you have to go back to stage 3, and maybe you will have to choose the idea that you thought was completely insane, okay? So never say no to ideas. Just keep writing them down. You're not making a selection yet in stage 3, just listing ideas, brainstorming. And then we come to stage 4. This is where you make a selection. This is where you say, okay, I think this idea is the best, or these 2 ideas are the best. Don't pick too many ideas because it will get messy. It will complicate things. Keep them simple, keep them neat, right? Don't work with too many ideas at the same time. Pick 1 if you can, or maybe 2. And then you create your prototype, which means you put the idea into practice. You create the real thing from the idea, but usually on a smaller scale. And then you have to test that prototype. You have to test it with the actual people. And it would make sense that you go back to those people that you talked to in stage 1, because they are your audience and they are the people who will evaluate your ideas and your prototypes. And if they think that your prototype works for them, if you think that the prototype is successful, then you can go to the last stage, which is to implement on a larger scale. Maybe you designed a new product and you tested it, the people like it and you like it, it works, Start using it. Put the product on the market. If it doesn't work, go back to the previous stages. You can also go back to stage 1 if necessary. You can go back to stage 2. Maybe you chose the wrong challenges. Maybe you have to choose a different problem. And maybe you have to look for different solutions. And maybe you have to use a different prototype. You can always go back to the previous stages. It is encouraged, okay? Design thinking is not a strictly linear process. It encourages you to keep improving and to keep upgrading your ideas and to keep coming up with new ideas. So understand, explore, materialize, in short, is the core of design thinking. And for agribusinesses and consultants in particular, you can use it in an agribusiness to understand, like we said, the users, the consumers. You can also use it to understand the farmers. Maybe you're just a manager, maybe you're just an owner, some other people are doing the work. Talk to the people. Talk to the other group. Try to understand their point of view. Try to understand what their motivations are, their behaviors, their pain points. Consultants for agribusinesses. Talk to the farmers. Understand their point of views and their behaviors. Then we identify the problems based on the feedback. No solutions yet, like we said. Stage 3, ideate, brainstorming, crazy ideas, insane ideas, everything is welcome. And then we have the prototype. Like I said earlier, if you're thinking about offering a new product, think small scale for stage number 4, because you have to test it, okay? Always go back to previous stages. Stage 5, monitor your prototypes, gather feedback, make the necessary adjustments. It's important to make the products work for real people, or make the solutions work for real people. If those people are farmers, if this is you can also use design thinking for yourself. Maybe your farm is facing some challenges and you have to think about the solutions. You can use design thinking. So agribusinesses, listen to your consumers, users, listen to farmers, consultants, listen to the agribusinesses, listen to their needs, and then make it happen. In sustainable agribusiness, design thinking can address the challenges like climate change, food security, sustainability, because it doesn't just focus on the needs of people and the consumers, it also focuses on the environment, because everyone benefits when we take the environment into account, when we take sustainability into account. Because this is a creative cognitive process, it also fosters innovation, new technologies, new business models, new communication strategies, and so on. And it encourages you to get continuous feedback and improvements, like we said. Some examples of commonly applied use cases are designing new farming methods, new sustainable farming methods, developing innovative products, also enhancing animal welfare, right? Take the animals' well-being into account, think about their needs, try to improve the conditions. You can improve supply chain efficiency. Of course, you can enhance customer experience because you focus on the customers. You can address food waste. You can also use it for developing sustainable packaging. You can improve water management, safety and quality. You can lower the costs. You can develop market search strategies and so much more. Keep in mind, when you create things for people to buy, consumers pay with 3 currencies. The first one is money, and 2 and 3 are? What do you think? Sorry? Yes? No? No? Think about when you go, when you need to buy something, a product. Time, Exactly. What do you need? What activities do you need to do in order to get that product? First of all, you need money, okay? You need time. And the third currency is effort. It takes effort. And so you as a producer or as a designer who's offering products, you can think about lowering the costs of at least one of those three currencies. For example, companies that started offering free samples that the users could order online were starting to become more successful because it lowered the cost of effort, and it also lowered the cost of time for the consumers. They didn't have to go to the store. They didn't have to also spend any money because they could get samples at home and they could pick them out on the website. So all of these things you can think about when you think about how to enhance customer experience and also help your business. Okay, now we're moving to SWOT analysis. This is slightly easier to understand. So SWOT is basically an acronym for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And this is a great way to analyze your business and see which fields you're succeeding at and which fields need more push. So it is a strategic planning tool that can help you improve your business. It's a useful strategy when you're considering any potential changes to your farm, because you have to think about what you can do with your business. If you're switching to a new product, if you're trying to change the facilities or something, a SWOT analysis is a very useful tool. Oh, sorry. So strengths and weaknesses are usually referred to as internal factors within a company, within a business, or within an organization. Strengths, of course, contribute to your success. Weaknesses put you at a disadvantage compared to your competitors. And opportunities and threats are usually referred to as the external factors. Yeah, so something that you don't really, you can't affect these factors so much, right? Because opportunities can be something that happens at a local level. There's a new trend that happened. You didn't have anything to do with that, but now it's here, and this is an opportunity for you. So it's something that you can leverage to increase your productivity and your profitability. And threats, of course, are the factors that could harm your business. And we're going to look at some of the examples of strengths. So think about your experience that contributes positively to your operation, the expertise within your operation, of course, the condition of your equipment that you're using. Maybe you have the state-of-the-art technology or something. Areas where you excel. Maybe you're excellent at marketing, or your packaging is amazing. Community engagement. You can also gather feedback from customers to understand what they think is your strength, what they think is the best thing about your business. It's always good to look at the other group and to see what the other people think, and you can use that for the analysis. When you think about the weaknesses, maybe consider asking yourselves the following questions. What are the gaps in support from your family or internal team for a proposed venture? Because farming businesses, at least in Slovenia, are quite often small businesses and family businesses. So the main driver of success, or the glue between all the elements, is family and family relationships. So think about how these relationships can strengthen your business or how they may weaken it, right? Sometimes we can have negative impacts of family relations. Also, is there limited prior experience? Does insufficient working capital or some heavy debt load restrict your ability to upgrade? what do you need? What are your weaknesses? Opportunities. New businesses in Slovenia also may have access to grants and favorable interest rates. Established businesses, however, benefit from experiences. They benefit from loyal customers. They benefit from tested products and learning from past successes and failures, and they can make informed decisions for the future. It's important to recognize and also understand the emerging trends. So which one of them do you think are going to stick? Which ones do you think are going to be forgotten soon? It's important to understand how the market works and how the trends work. And then threats, of course, changes in regulation or changes in policies, extreme and unpredictable weather, rising interest rates, dynamic competitive market, technological advancements that you can't follow, maybe you can't afford. Communicating those potential threats enables you to strategize the risk across your entire operation, and you can stay ahead of potential pitfalls so that you are prepared when the threat happens. You say, oh, I was expecting this to happen, and you're prepared. So always keep the threats in mind, even if they're not clearly visible. Think of the potential threats that can happen to your business. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of a sustainable agriculture business, and then you're going to do the same exercise, but with different businesses. So in part one, we're just going to have the name of the business and the description so that you have the general idea what you're dealing with. Part two is going to be SWOT analysis, and part three is going to be design thinking solutions. So this is a hypothetical example. The farm doesn't exist, but just to give you an idea of what we're doing. So let's say the business name is Greenleaf Organic Farm, which is a small-scale farm. It's located in Slovenia, and it specializes in growing organic vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, cabbage, lettuce, carrots. It uses sustainable practices, including crop rotation, composting, and natural pest control methods. And the manager's name is Hilda. Part two, SWOT analysis. So, Hilda analyzed her business, and she thinks that her strengths are high quality products because the vegetables are grown with carefully selected organic and minimal risk pesticides or fertilizers, which ensures high quality and also health benefits. And also there's a market for organic products at the moment. It's a huge market. It keeps growing. Another strength of hers is strong market presence. So she has good and strong relationships with local markets and restaurants, which is very important. And also sustainable practices, because she is committed to environmentally friendly farming methods. So those are her strengths. Her weaknesses, limited scale. Her farm isn't too big, right? So this limits production capacity. High costs, because organic farming can be more expensive than conventional farming, which also means the prices will be higher when she sells her products. And seasonal dependency, because in Slovenia, at least in theory, we're still supposed to have 4 seasons, although now it's more like, basically 2, yeah. It's hot as hell season, then we have something, I don't know, a couple of days of winter, and then we're back to hot as hell, so yeah. But 4 seasons, theoretically speaking. So you have to keep in mind, not everything grows in the colder seasons. Opportunities, growing demand. Like we said, the demand for organic products is increasing in Slovenia, and also for locally sourced produce. Another opportunity is expansion. Maybe she can expand her operation. Maybe she can diversify her crops. Maybe she can think about including some legumes like lentils or beans, which are some of the most sustainable foods that you can grow. Community support. Maybe there are some opportunities for community-supported agriculture programs, which are basically programs that practice the kind of agriculture which shares the responsibility of farming between the farmers and the people who invest in it, kind of. That's crop sharing. Threats: climate change, unpredictable weather, droughts, hail, floods, and this can affect crop yields. Also market competition, because the demand is increasing, and regulatory changes, because there have been some changes in organic certification requirements. Okay, so now she's going to do the design thinking process. Yes. It's those are two separate processes. Yep. In the exercise that you will do, first you're going to do the SWOT analysis, because it's easier to think about your business and what your weaknesses are and what your strengths are. And also it will be easier to do the design thinking once you already have a good idea of what problems you're looking at. But you can also switch from one another. It's not happening separately, strictly speaking. You can always go back from design thinking to the SWOT analysis and add something there.
I would suggest that if you do this SWOT analysis, then you block yourself from the ideation.
Not necessarily, because in the ideate stage, you're gonna generate new ideas anyway. You can use SWOT analysis to have your own weaknesses, and then you combine it with stage 1 of design thinking, which also uses the audience, the other people, and then you combine the data, and then in stage 2 of design thinking, you can then define the challenge that you want to address. So that's why we're doing SWOT analysis first. Okay, so Hilda conducted some surveys, interviews with local consumers, restaurants, and markets to understand their needs and preferences for organic products. She identified the main challenge, which was limited production capacity and also high costs. Then she was brainstorming some solutions. She also asked some of her friends and colleagues to help her, and they came up with the idea of vertical farming, right? To maximize space and to increase production. And then she researched vertical farming, what this is, and which plants are the most appropriate. And she found out that lettuce, tomatoes, and cabbage are great for vertical farming, the 3 that she is growing herself. And then she remembered when she was doing stage 1, wait a minute, people actually did ask me for more lettuce and cabbage. Restaurants asked me for more cabbage because during cold days in Slovenia, cabbage is really popular. Everyone is using cabbage. We have several different traditional dishes that use cabbage. So there actually is a demand for this. And she's thinking, okay, yeah, I think I found my solution. So then she creates a prototype, a small-scale prototype of vertical farming system, and she tests it on a small portion of her farm. So during the testing, she was monitoring the performance of the prototypes and also gathering feedback from the people that she presented the products to. And then she made the necessary adjustments, if there were any. But when she was satisfied, she said, okay, it's time to implement. It's time to scale up. So once the prototypes are successful, you can then do the real thing. And she gradually implemented vertical farming across the entire farm to increase production, because she could also use vertical farming for cucumbers and also tomatoes. So she was able to cover her entire produce and include it into vertical farming. So she came up with a viable, successful solution. Additional solutions would be community engagement, maybe enter a crop sharing program, or diversification. Like I said, maybe she could think about growing something that doesn't require soil. She could use hydroponics, she could use aeroponics, she could grow mushrooms, maybe oyster mushrooms, or microgreens or something, or legumes. But she decided to stick with her previous produce because vertical farming was able to solve her main challenges that she identified in stage 2. So these are some of the examples of vertical farming. This is called aeroponics, which doesn't use soil. The roots are suspended in the air, and for irrigation they use some kind of nutrient-based mist, right? So no soil, and also no pest control, because it's a very controlled environment. You also don't have to worry about weather conditions and so on. And you can grow almost anything in an aeroponic system. Okay, so now it's your turn. And I would like to ask the team leaders, the volunteers, Liana, Alenka, Anastasia, yes, Aspasia, and Eva. Is she here? Okay, yeah. Come join me. Come to the front. And Agota also. Please join me. Okay, so just to do a quick recap, Alenka, the hemp lady, you remember? Yes. Liana, the tree density lady. And then we have Eva, the vet teacher lady, right? She's organizing mobilities and helping connect students with farmers. Agota, the paprika lady. Aspasia, herbs and tropical botanicals lady. And Anastasia is an innovation consultant lady. Okay, so everyone else, we're going to divide you among the 6 team leaders. You can choose who you want to work with. However, there is a small catch. I would like to ask those of you who are consultants, advisors, mentors, teachers, to connect with other mentors, consultants, advisors, teachers, so that we have people from similar fields, because it's going to make for the most effective brainstorming, okay? And other people who are farmers or business owners, try to join the other farmers and business owners. And the people who belong to the category of other, which, if you remember from the first day, there's quite a few of you, you can choose freely who you want to join. But let's make the number balanced as possible, okay? So please join your team leaders. Okay? We're gonna have to, you're gonna have to switch places. I'm sorry, you have to stand up and search for your team leader, and then we'll pick the table. Boste vi za Alenko? Boste v Alenkini skupini? I'm gonna have the groups communicate with each other, so you're gonna get feedback anyway. I know, but you're gonna, the design thinking team is supposed to come up with solutions, and you're gonna empathize with other groups. Yeah. Okay. Where's my... Is this my water? I hope so. Hello. Kaj? Ma ne, se mislim, da je moja. Do we have the teams, more or less? Okay. Alenka, team number 1, you use this table and you're going to do the SWOT analysis. Team number 2, use this table, do the SWOT analysis. Anastasia, team number 3, you can use this table. Team number 4, you can use that table over there and do the SWOT analysis. Team number 5, you can use this table, do the SWOT analysis for your business. Your business. So you're doing SWOT analysis of your business. Do you need something to write? You have that. Okay. So write the name of the business, a short description, and then do the SWOT analysis. Which team are you? Okay, you're here. Okay, use the, I don't know, that table over there. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Her business, her organization. Sorry? Yes? Yes.
So, mentors and consultants are one group.
Everyone, 4 more minutes of SWOT analysis, okay? Try to work quickly for the SWOT analysis. Yes, yes. 4 more minutes for the SWOT analysis. So just list the things quickly. Yeah, yeah. Eva, 4 more minutes for the SWOT analysis. Just list some of the things. It doesn't have to be too complicated. Guys, 4 more minutes for the SWOT analysis. Just list a few things. You don't have to complicate too much. How are we doing?
We're a bit behind, I think.
Okay, it's okay.
The strength, but
4 more minutes. Okay, just list some of the things for each category. Aspasia, 4 more minutes. It's okay. Okay, okay. Oh, telephone.
I guess you're already doing it like you want to
Are we almost finished? 2 more minutes? Okay, 2 more minutes, people. And then we have to move on.
Design thinking, začnemo.
Lahko, ja. Lahko. For design thinking, you have to think about your consumers, the people who buy your products, and think about the feedback that you already got from them. If they had some comments or some criticism, what they need, and then later, when everyone else finishes, you can also interview other people. If they would buy your products, what would they expect? And you also write that down. But for now, think about your consumers that you already have. Okay, everyone, just listen to me for a moment. Can I have your attention, please, just for a few moments? I'm sorry. We're done with the SWOT analysis for now. Don't worry if you're still missing something. You can always add it later. Excuse me, just a couple of moments because I have to give the instructions. We have to move on to design thinking. So I would like to ask, I'm sorry, can you just a few moments? So I would like to ask the business owners, farmers, you think about your consumers because you've probably already gotten some feedback from them. What do they need? What do they want? Maybe you received some criticism, whatever. Think about that, write those things down, and then also talk to the other groups and ask them, if you were my consumer, if you were going to buy my product, what would you expect? What would you want me to offer, okay? And then consultants talk to the groups of farmers and agribusiness owners and ask them what their needs are and write those things down. This group as well, talk to the agribusiness owners. Maybe we can do the pairing. You can talk to Aspasia's group and you can talk to Aguta's group, okay? And you, Alenka's group and Liana's group, you can communicate with each other. So, first of all, you act as consultants, right? And ask what their needs are, and then you will act as consumers and tell them what your needs are. Okay? Everything clear? No. Oh, you can split. You can split. You need one person to go to the group and talk to them and ask about the needs. You can split. Yep. 3 more minutes, people, for the empathize stage. You should have, all the groups should have some feedback for the empathize stage, okay? And then we have to move on. 3 minutes. Okay, 5 more minutes, and then we're going to talk about your results. Okay? So, the solutions that you came up with, the best solutions that you chose, maybe you also thought about what the prototype would look like, implementation, obviously, we can't do that, and the testing also, but think about the ways that you could maybe test, what activities you would have to do, and do you expect the solution to actually work for you? Okay, so 5 more minutes and then we'll discuss your findings. Okay, everyone. Everyone, I'm afraid we have to finish. We have to finish with the assignment. So can you take your places? We have to finish with the assignment. Okay, may I have your attention, please? Please calm down. Please, everyone, I need your attention for a few moments. Ladies. Okay, so we're finished with the exercise. Were all the groups able to come up with solutions? Did you all define your problems and did you come up with solutions? Did you like the solutions? Do you think they could work? Liana, can you tell us something very quickly?
Hi everyone, and thank you everyone, my team and the partnering team. It was very interesting because my focus was, let's say, on large corporations and SMEs. This is where I could make money. But discussing with the other teams, I saw how I can link the two. So the individual consumers and how I can actually put pressure on the big corporations, given the fact that, what they were asking for more information, for more knowledge. So I could incorporate that and ask the big corporations either to sponsor some seminars or to basically force them to say, look, your consumers are looking out and they're checking, making sure that you are using the right, somebody else is confirming that you're using the right trees, the right location, and all the rest. But also that you're working with smaller associations, smaller businesses. So it's something that it expands into the S, if you like, of the ESG reporting, that could expand into the S of the social part of the report. So it was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody else? I want to ask the consultants, what are the solutions that you came up with? Can you tell us something more about this? Yeah, and also for you, if you came up with anything. You analyzed their business. Okay, yeah, share the solutions.
Do we know the problem? No, you have to also tell us. Okay, we better say the problem first. Okay. It was a great pleasure, to meet, a nice group working on paprika, producing paprika and facing two very, very strong challenges. The first one, they don't have the technical innovation, for packaging, processing, whatever, the paprika final product and lower cost in that way. And the second challenge was that competition is very fierceful from Asia, and that, they're missing the market, the part of the market very rapidly. So, and that is very low quality, the Asian products, and of course, they gain based on price. So we tried to discuss different ideas about that, and we came out that they need to rebrand the product and emphasize on quality and health benefits. And try to fight, for interest in the market based on that, which is a typical differentiated product based on quality. Okay, that needs, of course, very specific communication, advanced communication, a new design of the product a little bit, and a lot of communication on the health benefits. The second we thought about is to target more the tourists, which usually, have more resources to spend and probably buy such a product because they're going to see it as a high-quality product. And the next one is to campaign in general, not alone as a small company, because that means a lot of resources, but as a union of similar companies working in the same products, in favor of local products, like support products, Hungarian, for example, paprika, because XYZ benefits will come back to the community. That's what we came off.
Okay, good.
I hope it's going to work.
Yeah. Agota, do you think you're going to use any of the advice that they presented? The solutions? Yes. Okay.
Some part of I'm doing, and some part not yet. But it was an idea. But now I'm really I know that I'm sure that I will try to do, but it's not easy. For example, technical innovations to work together with universities and to get grant from the government is never easy. So, but I try.
Anyone else? Would you like to share our results? We have just like a couple of moments, just the problems that you identified and the solutions that you came up with. Nothing else. If you would like. Alenka? Okay. Just very briefly. And then.
So very briefly, yeah, we identified that the problem is like lack of knowledge, because a lot of people know hemp just for getting high, as I mentioned yesterday. And yeah, this lack of knowledge can be combined in different kind of educational courses, or maybe weekends or week. They said it to me like detox week, nature work, happiness week. In order to, I don't know, for some people to know how to grow, in order to people how, I don't know, somebody how to produce something, some products, how to use it. Or it can be combined also to yoga, to whatever. It also helps that we have the apartment, which they, yeah. So they gave me quite good ideas also for corporate escapes, where also hemp can be involved. Yeah. So they gave me quite good ideas to combine, and yeah, I have the homework.
Okay, thank you so much. So we didn't have a lot of time. Of course, the design thinking process, you know, it takes a while to really come up with viable solutions. But I think you gathered some useful ideas anyway. And maybe when you get home, you can also use them as prototypes and maybe test them and maybe implement them. So I would be interested to know if you actually did any of the things that you heard about today from the other people. So this is it. Thank you. And coffee time.
Guys, we will meet 10:50, okay? So you have 13 minutes. 13 instead of 15. 13. Is it half an hour? 30 minutes. Should be. So then it means, all right. 10:50, maximum 10:55. 10:50, have your coffee here.
Okay, everybody. I hope that we are all in, or we have a couple of people coming. We are moving to the final session in this room. So this will be the final thing of the boot camp, and then you will have a chance to walk around the university and see something outside. It's going to be a little bit more movement. But before we let you out, we would like to do a little evaluation and feedback session. Okay, let's see if we have all people in. The coffee and the sweets are so tempting. Good. That's exactly what we need to do before evaluation and feedback session to get your tummies full. Já myslím, že už můžeme, že už to, jo. Když tak zavři. Okay. It's not all of you yet, but we will try to make it as effective and quick as possible. We have 3 things that I would like to do with you right now, and it's all 3 are linked to the evaluation and feedback. As I said, evaluation and feedback is something that is very important for any organizer. And of course, it will be hopefully important for you as well, because at the feedback session or evaluation, we can also learn something about the others. So we have 3 things that we would like to do. There is a peer assessment activity, which we will do at the beginning. Then we would like to do a commitment wall. As all of us are working on different projects, we know that sometimes it is quite difficult to follow up on the projects when they are done, when they are finished. So we would like to see, what could be the things that you can carry on somewhere farther after the May when you finish GAEA project as it is. So what actually are you taking away from this bootcamp and could be used in your everyday practice, or that could be an inspiration for you for further work? So that will be a commitment wall. And then, of course, because any project needs also a written evaluation, we will do an online form. So that's going to be the final thing. Okay, good. So let's start with the peer assessment activity. And as I wrote it there, it's an activity. That means that I would like to ask you to stand up, come up to this space, and create 3 lines right here. So there will be 1 line over here, 1 line in the middle, and 1 line over here. So let's come up. All of you, please. And let's create 3 lines. If you want to stand as the first one, and then somebody will just stay here, and other people will stand behind you, middle line. Okay, this is a psychological test, okay? Let's see how you do. Can we do 3 lines? Good. You can be first, it doesn't really matter. It's not about that the first one will get the bonus or anything. So it's us. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, come on up. Okay. Are we all here? Would you like to join us? Okay, those are very long lines. Can you still fit in? Good, 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 good. Okay. The activity is as follows. I would like to divide you in the small groups of 3. That means that actually the first 3 ladies will be a group. The second 3 ladies will be a group, okay? So that's the idea of 3 lines. So within the group, you can then find a place, take your coffees, anything to drink. You can get something sweet as well. It's up to you. But the idea is that I would like you within the group of 3 to discuss these 3 key reflection prompts. Something valuable I learned. What is the valuable thing that I learned from this bootcamp? What am I taking for myself? A person or a session or a presentation or anything that inspired you. Something that really was inspirational, and you can really take it as a name of a person or an idea, anything that inspired you for your future work. And an idea or an action I want to take forward. So something that out of those 3 days, you would say, okay, this is something that I really would like to work on further, or I would like to get more, or I would like to get connected with someone to really create another project that actually follows up. Okay, so these 3 things. You will have, I will have it displayed here, so it's okay, and you will have about, I don't know, 15 minutes to really discuss in those little groups of 3s. And use papers and pens if you want to. Listen to your colleagues, listen to what they say, because that also might be an inspiration, something different that what you have. So something extra that you can take over. So find a place, sit wherever you are, and work in the groups of 3. And I will tell you always the time when you should switch. Okay? Good. So remember who is in your group. If we have some extra people and you don't fit into groups of 3, make a group of 4. That's okay. If you haven't done that yet, switch the person who is talking, okay? Just that you all have the chance to talk. Okay, one more time, switch. If you are in the groups of 3, if you are in the group of 4, just make sure that everybody had enough time to talk. Okay, so we still have about 4 minutes to finish, okay? Okay, I can still hear very lively discussions, but let's close the discussion slowly. Let's finish the last sentences and let's get back to the big group. Just finish your sentence. Finish your sentence. Okay. Very quick question. How was it? Interesting? Interesting? Anybody who would like to share the inspiration, a person or a session that inspired you the most?
I was very inspired by the presentation of the young students, the high school students. I thought that they're doing an amazing job. I think how they connect people to nature, to business, to this agricultural business. I think it's an amazing thing how it becomes so natural for them when they grow. We had to learn it, much later, in life. And these kids, they just start and they're doing such a good job. I was very inspired.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. I haven't heard their presentation, but I have goosebumps already. So I know this is really amazing to see the young generation coming. Perfect. Thank you. Anybody else who would like to share the inspiration? I was laughing a little bit that some of you had to stand up and have a look. What is the name of the person who inspired you? But that's fine because this makes us remember. That's absolutely okay. I can imagine that it was very tough to really get all the information in, and to be focused for 3 days. That's a very challenging job. But if we, reflect a little bit and come back to what we had learned, saw, and worked on, this will make the memory to be more in depth. So good. Now we worked in the little groups. Now we will be working a little bit more individually. This was just a pre-activity for the second part, and the second part is the commitment wall. I know the commitment wall, that's and probably not the most motivational name of it, but anyway, we sometimes need to commit ourselves. So I would like you to, I put some Post-its over here and I put some pens and so on, so feel free to come up and take 2-3 Post-its and a pen. And I would like you to think about just one thing, what was your aha moment of those 3 days. One thing exactly that we just did, inspired by. And the third one is, what is my next step? And we have the walls created over here. So there is an aha moment over there, inspired by, on the second half of that board. And then my next steps on the board to your right. So feel free to come up. We will have about 10 minutes. Feel free also to read what the others had written. You don't have to write your name on the Post-it. That's not important. What is important is the content. Okay? So feel free to come up. Feel free to take a Post-it. Feel free to write something up and put it on the wall. And of course, we will take pictures of those walls. So this is something that you will get later, and you can get back to it as a referral. Whenever you write your thoughts, feel free to come up and just put it on the board. And if you still don't remember the names of people who inspired you, just write, whatever, just an interesting speech of this and this topic. Okay? And I hope that you also got inspired by the cook. There is no limit on the post-its. If you want to use more, feel free to use more. Whenever you are done, feel free to walk around and read what the others had written. I think that could be also an inspiration. Okay, it seems that we are almost done. It's really nice to see when I read the aha moments. Very often you can see just do it, let's do it, we can do it. I think that's one of the aspects of collective communication, that we feel the power, we feel the energy, we feel the momentum. So keep it as long as you can. And I could also see the inspiration by design thinking. That's really good to learn always some new methods that we can follow. And it's great to see how many next steps are there. And those are your commitments. This is up to you if you will follow up and follow through. Perfect. I am still this old-fashioned person that when we talk about evaluation and feedback, I still believe a lot in the possibility to talk and to write things on a paper. But of course, we are moving to the more technologically driven world. So we will also do some online stuff. Perfect. I will keep the boards over here, so feel free during the time at the breaks to walk around and to read it. And as I said, we will take pictures of it, which will be shared with you later on. So I think this is something that you can take away with you. Great. Okay, so now it's the time of the evaluation and feedback online. So feel free to take your phones up and I will show you some QR codes. I have two. The first one is Mentimeter. You already did that at the beginning of the bootcamp. And actually, this one wants from you only one word that would describe your experience with the bootcamp. Sorry. Does it work for all of you? Yeah, good. That's always a technological trick, if it works. Just try to think about one word that would describe your experience with the GAEA Innovation Bootcamp. Let me see if I can switch to... where did they put the Mentimeter? Sorry. Here we come. Perfect. Inspiring, empowering, connection, interesting, innovations, cozy. Nice. Cozy. Cozy. Beer. Good. It's interesting. I am Czech. I don't drink beer, but anyway. Inspired, eye-opening, new methods, hope, women, amazing, valuable, open people, helpful, open women, productive, agribusiness, really nice. So I hope this inspiration will last for some time, and that this is not the last time that you meet each other and that you will be working on other projects together, because this is where the bonds are created. Perfect. So this is just the quick thing. Now I will show you a second QR code, and this is now the evaluation which is needed for the reporting, I will call it, okay? Okay, this will take a little bit more time because it's a Google form. Oh, yeah, I think it's Google form. So I will give you 5-10 minutes to fill this out. If you want to add some more, that was a question. If you want to add some more, you can do the evaluation form twice if you want to, if there are some limitations or anything, because there sometimes are limitations to the number of characters that you can write in. So yeah, you can do the evaluation one more. Okay, I kicked out Jana for a bit. Because I wanted to ask you one more thing. If you would like to write down a personal note to the hosts, that means Jana and Maciej, for hosting you here in the University of Life Sciences, feel free to do that on the post-its and just place it on the rest of the board over there. If there is anything that you would like to thank them for, or anything that you would like to appreciate, just feel free to write down something more personal for Jana and Maciej. Thank you. Matej is Maciej, and Jana is Jana. If you really want to do something very personal. Okay, feel free to put it up whenever you have something to say. And we are almost done. Okay. Thank you very much. I would like Jana and Maciej to come up. We are almost done with everything we were supposed to do. Jana and Matej, we have a little gift for you. We just created a special board of feedback to the hosts. So you can see how many post-its you have there. So this is for your lunchtime. You don't have a lunch now. All the others will. And you can read all the post-its and all the feedbacks that are given by the group to you. So thank you for hosting us. And before we would let you go for lunch, just some organizational things. You have about an hour for lunch. It's 11:45, so until 12:45 you have spare time for lunch. It would be great if you would like to go for the sightseeing tour, to be back at 12:50 here in the room. And you will be heading to the greenhouse, to the tropical greenhouse. You will be heading, and more. And if I am not mistaken, you will also go to Hoover, and that's a very interesting laboratory that I would really like you to go to. Okay, so I will let Diana to finish.
Thank you, Magda. Thank you very much for this. Guys, it was such a big pleasure to have you here for these 3 days. That was an incredible spirit and atmosphere and true inspiration. I know that it was a little bit hard and you are all very tired, but you did it. And big applause to all of you for such an active participation. You are great. I also maybe, do you jump for the gathering guys if they can come for applause? Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely, because they were the best, so we can wait, and if they are coming, we can start
As I said,
clapping.
inspired by the cooks.
Okay. Some organizational thingies. I know that many of you would like to stay in touch, and many of you would like to have all the presentations and all the information about the bootcamp. We will gonna to prepare the toolkit after the bootcamp, where you will have the access for the presentations, for all the pictures, also for the contacts, because I guess that everybody would like to be in touch. Then I would like to invite you for any ideas or future cooperation, because now I think we shared such an interesting stories. Are they coming? And where is Jan? On má fritézu. A nemůžete to vystřídat? No. They said that the chef can't come because he is preparing the lunch, so no way. Okay, so please big applause to the chef and his team. Wait, one more second. So guys, if you like their food, one more clapping and one more applause. Did you like their food? Woo! Okay. Thank you so much. If I can ask you for the next slide, because I don't have the thingy in my hand. And I already mentioned it yesterday, we would love to stay in touch with you, and also we would like to ask you for support our project. So like us everywhere you can. Here are all the details about our LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever. So thank you so much. And Magda, please, the very next slide. And I will hand it over to Matej. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. So as we thought, 12:45, everyone get ready. Okay, 12:50 straight. We are not waiting for anyone. 12:50 we have to leave, because 1 p.m. we have the first thing, and that's the greenhouse. If you want, at the greenhouse, there is possibility, because normally we have here CZU shop, but it's closed due to renovation right now. And over there, you can buy products from university, mostly herbs, vegetables, and some flowers. If you want, I guess most of you, it's going to be spices and herbs, if somebody wants. They should be able to pay by card. They told me so hopefully. That's the first thing. From there, it's going to be about 20 to 30 minutes. We'll have to split into two groups, because those are some of the greenhouses are smaller, so it's going to be about 20 to 25 people. Additional question: is there somebody who know that will not go? Raise your hands. It's not.
Yeah.
It's optional, right, to go.
That's what I want to mention. That
Right.
this is like we maybe need to do more promo about this. Like the university, it's not just this area where you can see the evenings program. It's a field trip, and you will be visiting the different facilities. It's highly interesting. I can promise you, like the greenhouses, but especially the food pavilion and the Hubru, it's something that is worth to see. And we will also have a campus tour, so you can see all the faculties, because the campus, it's huge, and it's like, for me, it's one of the top campuses almost around the whole world. But we know it was a tiring 3 days, maybe the whole week, and we don't force you to go. So if you don't want, we are absolutely fine with it. But I think that you will miss a lot, especially the lovely company of Maciej, and so
Definitely.
you weren't self-confident enough to promote this. So
Definitely. We will also see some animals. The CZU pets, llamas, which you can feed if you have Czech coins. If not, I will bring some Czech coins.
I'm not sure they will let you.
Yes,
of
because
the
we
disease.
don't know about the disease, the lame. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll see llamas. If not, we will see more flowers in the garden, and we have botanical garden called Arboretum, all the trees, and right now it's starting spring, so it's possible it's going to be blooming. Then we have food pavilion. Sadly, they are producing only till 1 p.m., so we will not be able to see that they will be actually doing, all the things, but that's all right. We'll go through. It's about 30 minutes. And we have Hubru, which is the virtual reality, where we do also a lot of research. That's about 20 to 30 minutes. Then if we have additional time, and we will go to the highest building in a campus, where there is a beautiful view of Prague and the surrounding. That's an additional thing. And we should be able to be here about 4 p.m. back. That's another thing. If you want, you can take your stuff with you. And then if you want, you can, after a few things, for example, food pavilion, we will end the tour at food pavilion about 2 p.m. Then we have the tour, and then we have about 3:40 Hubru. So you can take your stuff. That's the thing what I wanted to say. I will not. Jana will be here or around, so you can leave the stuff here. And anytime during the tour, if you need to leave, for example, if you have flight, whatever, you can go.
I won't be here for a long time, so I will be here for a couple of minutes, and I will give you the keys. So it's.
So I will have the keys afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's walking. I will lock
We will
the
lock
door
it.
here.
If nobody is here, we will lock it. And because I will be cleaning it, so I will lock it,
Yes.
and I will pass the keys to Maciej. I will find you somewhere,
Right,
so you can
yeah.
leave your.
But you can
stuff
take your stuff with you, and then it's up to you. All right. Any question to the tour? To the campus tour, to the CZT tour? Not. If not, 2 more additional things. First one, the Czech team, please visit me so you can have your participation certificate. And secondly, I warned those people who did not pay. So now you will be publicly said. Magda Katopi needs to pay. Stavroula Ornithopoulou has to pay. Kamile Gourmet, Rika Karjalinen, Sam Emerson, Giuseppe Sirgnano, and that's all. All right. Any question regarding whatever? No? So enjoy your lunch. Please clean after the lunch, and we will meet you within an hour. 12:45, get ready, and 12:50 we are leaving.
And thank you so much again. Safe trip home, guys. Platili. Řekl jsi jméno? Jo, check certificates. Your certificates is by your group leader. Mm-hmm.